comic book fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner, the .5 episode for episode 86. Now, sorry that it didn't come out on Sunday, but I had work, and if without work I can't pay the bills, and without paying the bills, this show can't go on. So, I gotta take work over comics sometimes. But not to worry, it's Monday, and it's a .5 episode, so let's get right into it. Since 39 titles came out this week from Marvel, I had a lot of favorites, but I couldn't cover them all in one episode. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about 5 of the Marvel books that came out that I enjoyed, and believe me, there could have been much more than 5. Like, I had to keep on rearranging my list, going, okay, well, I really enjoyed that one more than that one. Like, two right off the bat here. Astonishing X-Men number 30 and Secret Warriors number 5. Both exciting, great books. I highly recommend you go check them out. But they had to be booted off the list to make room for others. So, let's get on to those others. First up, we have X-Force number 16. Now, this is the final conclusion to the Messiah War that was going on between X-Force and Cable titles. Really enjoyed it in this issue. Strife is just kicking everybody's ass. You think, oh my god, he's going to kill the girl, he's going to rule the world. Then Apocalypse comes in. And Apocalypse is kind of like the Deus Ex Machina of this story, where he comes in and he kicks Strife's ass. He takes him and just batting him around, bitch slapping him, and etc. Meanwhile, at the end, Hope is rescued and the team gets back to their own time. So it was a very fun series. When this comes out in hardcover, you should check it out because I had tremendous amounts of fun with it. Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. The last issue, the Shi'ar and Kree forces were meeting right on their headquarters, and the Guardians were caught right in the middle. Well, it turns out that the Kree didn't really want to stick around and fight. They just wanted to take what was theirs, Princess Crystal, and get the hell out of there. You guys, you can deal with the Shi'ar Imperial Guard and whatnot. And so that's what happens. There's a big, massive fight. Both sides are, it's just, there's just one big wild goose chase in the headquarters itself. And other people don't want to get involved because this is a neutral territory. So the Guardians, you made this mess, you can clean it up. Very fun little War of Kings crossover, and it's so much fun every issue. I mean, you got Rocket Raccoon always barking orders. It's just good stuff. Next up, we have Avengers The Initiative number 25. Now, I have been a fan of this title ever since the beginning. At first I was like, what is this? It's going to be stupid. No, it wasn't. And I just loved seeing these past couple of years where it's gone and all the different, twists that have happened. And this one, it's the end of the S.H.I.E.L.D. initiative. I thought it would be the end of the entire series, but doing some research, it's not. S.H.I.E.L.D., everything Tony Stark, everything initiative that we've known for the past couple of years, erased. Now Norman Osborn's coming in and just setting up a completely new squad of teachers, of teammates, and all the people in training are the Hood's goons. So now you're going to have an initiative, a dark initiative, as it were, because, the whole Dark Reign storyline. So in the end, we get Tigra and Gauntlet running through the sewers trying to escape because they don't want to be a part of Norman's new little initiative. And they meet up with the New Warriors, and now they're going to join the New Warriors, and then they're going to try to take it down together. It was just a fun series. If you're a fan of the initiative, not to worry. Where one door closes, another one opens. So I can't wait to see what happens next issue. Next up, we have Dark Avengers number 6. Now, the Atlanteans are attacking, but it's only a rogue group, so that's why Norman has to have his little Illuminati, or the Cabal, if you want to be official, come meet together, and he's barking orders like, all right, you go here, you go there. And Namor, you deal with these terrorists. You tell them, like, hey, this isn't good. And, Namor doesn't want to. He's a king. You don't talk to a king. And then he says, because I told you to do it! And it seems that Norman Osborn is finally losing his shit. Apparently he's been going on weeks without any sleep. And, Namor could have just taken his head off right there. But Namor says, like, don't insult me. I don't do as you're told. I come because I want to come. Like, I don't come because you call. So it was a very intense moment, and then so Norman just sends the Sentry to go deal with them, and he does. He kills them all except one, and then he brings back the Survivor for Venom to eat him. So it was a fun issue, and you get to see Norman is unraveling, and the Goblin is coming closer and closer to finally just getting back in the spotlight and taking over Norman. So I can't wait to see when that happens. Unfortunately, I'm not going to sign on to this upcoming Uncanny X-Men Dark Avengers crossover event because I don't want to pay $4 per title just for, a couple months. I could save all my money and buy a couple other issues. But anyway, that's that. And finally this week we have the ending of the Immortal Iron Fist number 27. I just bought the Fraction Brubaker David Aja Omnibus this past week because I've loved this series from the start. I know I'm saying the same thing like I said about the Initiative, but the Immortal Iron Fist was I didn't know that I was going to enjoy this title. I hadn't really heard of the character before. Like, okay, he was with Power Man back in the 70s or something. But I just came to love this character over the years, and when Brubaker and Fraction left, I was like, oh shit, it's going to be horrible now, they're going to put some unknown on it. Well, Dwayne Swarzynski just been doing a fantastic job ever since Fraction and Brubaker's run on the series. It was the reason to stick around and see what was up, what was going to happen next, and with the issue number 27, I think it really ended on a high note. I think this book got the respect it deserved and the great artists and writers who came on board throughout the 27-issue run. And, I'm glad that it went out on top instead of being, just another Wolverine title or another Avengers title of some sort. So, bravo to Swarzynski, to Aja, to Fraction, to Brubaker. Congratulations to the entire team who were on this run. It was fantastic. And I highly recommend you pick up the Omnibus, if you can afford it, or the trade paperbacks that come out, because it is truly a great series. Well, that does it this week for Cammy's Comic Corner. If you want more Cammy's Comic Corner goodness, head on over to www.cammyscomiccorner.com. From there, you can subscribe to us on the RSS feed or on iTunes, and you can also check out the reviews for every single title I read this past week. It'll be under the review section. Believe me, there were a ton of titles. I have at least 40 or 50 reviews of them. But anyway, if you like any of the cool t-shirts that you see me wearing, like Air, head on over to www.deadlinegraphics.net and send Kelly an email. The deal going on for the month of June is free shipping on all U.S. orders and discounted shipping worldwide. And he also has the Blackest Night t-shirt up, available just in time for the Blackest Night. So there's only one name that I trust when it comes to comic book t-shirts, and that is Kelly, over at www.deadlinegraphics.net. And also, thanks to sponsor Rising Sun Creations at www.rse-online.com. Rising Sun Creations is my newest sponsor, and they specialize in collectible toys imported straight from Japan, U.S. comic books, and manga. So they got the best of both worlds, all conveniently located in one store and online store. So thanks again to sponsoring the past contests, and Rising Sun Creations is my own personal comic book store, and I love them dearly for it. Now, before we come to the end, I have a couple of announcements. In the past month of June, I put the independent comics episode out first, and then I had in the middle of the month, the Book of the Month Club. For the month of July, I'm going to flip that around, so it makes more sense anyway. So I'm going to have, in the first week, a Book of the Month, and then in the middle of the month, before Comic-Con, because everything's going to go insane during Comic-Con, I'm going to have Volume 2 of the Independent Comics episode. So just a heads up to what to look forward to. And then a Creator Spotlight on Zenoscope Entertainment sometime in the near future. But this has been a .5 episode. I hope you all had a good week. And I hope you all have some money left, because I don't know about your wallets, but mine took a beating this week. 2 omnibuses, the Ultimates and the Immortal Iron Fist, and then etc. titles. So, this has been Cammy's Comic Corner. I have been your host, Cammy. Go get some coffee.